Oregon versus Oregon State, the preview. Chris, tell me a little bit about the Ducks, the Quack Attack over there.
Oh, let's go, baby. This is I think the hottest team in the country right now, following that loss to Washington a couple weeks ago. We know Oregon's 10-1. Bo Nix, man. This guy, I know we're talking a lot about Daniels over at LSU. We've talked a lot about Penix. I think a lot of people are saying those are the two top guys right now. I think Bo Nix has a chance to get himself right in there. I know he's in the running, but Christian, this guy has over 3,500 yards this year, 35 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, my man. I mean, that's a hell of a season so far for Bo Nix. Bucky Irving, I could name the list of guys on this Oregon offense. They've looked great this year. Dan Lanning, dude, I love this guy. We talk about him a lot. Done a great job at Oregon in his second year, man. These guys look legit. They look like a team. Definitely, I think the best one-loss team in the country. Most balanced team in the country, probably right up there with Georgia offensively. You know what I mean? You guys run the ball well, throw the ball well. So does Oregon. I think Oregon would give Georgia, by the way, a run for their money. I truly do if they had to play today. I really do believe that. But, hey, you know what? They got Oregon State. You're going to touch on them here in a second. The good thing about this game, though, I will say it helps Oregon out. It is at home. It's not at Corvallis this year in the Civil War. I'll kick it over to you, man, because I think everybody knows about Oregon and what they're capable of.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon State, I think the thing about them, Chris, obviously, is they really are kind of built like a team that both you and me like, right? They play defense pretty good. They held Washington to only 22 points. Now, the flip side of that was they only scored 20 points last week. But their defense is pretty good. I mean, sneakily good, I would say, especially at home. That's fantastic. Offensively, I think DJ Ungalele, I think I said his name right, hopefully. Finally, after all these years, after 13 weeks, I finally got it right. But DJ Ungalele, I think he's been that calming effect for the program there. They've got now more of a little bit of a passing threat there. They can run the ball too. I mean, Martinez has almost 1,200 yards rushing there, 1,147. Bolden's a great slot receiver. They have weapons. They have pieces all over the place. The problem is like you said, Chris, they're going to face a buzzsaw in Oregon, and that's one of the most complete teams in the country, conference regardless, right? You touched on it. If the game was at Corvallis, I would probably lean a little more Oregon State. I don't know if that's enough to really sway me in this. Yeah. I think the big thing that I look at, Chris, with this matchup is just going to be, last game of the year, rivalry game. Can Oregon just pull this one out? Can they pull it out and do what they need to do and make things relevant for next week, right? Oregon State can play spoiler here. 100%. So I got Oregon State 17, Oregon 35. I think Oregon's going to play their best football going forward.
Jesus, man. Here's my prediction. I agree with everything you said. I just think Oregon's too much now. I think they're pissed off about that loss to Washington. Anybody watch that game? They had multiple opportunities on fourth down to win that football game. They missed a field goal. I think it's coming right back down to that for the Pac-12 title. I have Oregon State 17. I have Oregon 34.